As most of you know, this is an annual celebration of individuals and groups who give so much of their time to further the mission of Des Moines Parks and Recreation. In the presentation that you are about to see, you'll see some significant statistics. You'll see passion and care through all the photographs that come up forward, and hopefully you'll also feel our immense sense of gratitude to everyone here this evening. Callie Leo-Courtwright, our volunteer supervisor extraordinaire, is going to lead us through the presentation this evening. She has been closely assisted by 2 other staff members, and I just cannot miss the moment this evening to also thank council and city leadership for adding another staff person to her team. Another field coordinator will start on Monday. It's going to make a significant difference in the amount of good work that can be done through this team. So with that, I will turn it over to Callie.
Thank you. Good evening, Mayor County, council members, Chair Woodard, members of the Parks and Recreation Board. I'm Callie Leo-Courtwright, Parks and Recreation Supervisor. Thank you for joining us this evening for our 2022 Volunteer Awards. First, as Jenny mentioned, I wasn't here last year. It's been 3 years since I've been able to stand before you, and I honestly can tell you I am very excited to be here this evening. A huge thank you to our entire team, especially Rachel Hainfield, field coordinator, who shared my presentation last year after COVID found its way into my bubble. 3 years is a really long time, but as you saw last year, our volunteer engagement has never stopped, and our volunteers are incredibly adaptable and resilient. And I'm excited to share with you the things that they have been doing this year. The joy, the happiness, and the hope they've brought to our community. I'm grateful for the amazing support we receive each and every day, and wow, am I proud. I look at our Trust for Public Lands rankings, and that we are a 2022 gold medal winning city, and I know that we are nationally ranked and award winning because of each and every one of you. Before we begin, I thought we'd take a moment to step back and celebrate some highlights. In 2022, our city manager, as Jenny mentioned, mayor and council evaluated our qualitative and quantitative data we provided and unanimously voted to support the growth of our volunteer engagement, including our Adopt a Park and Adopt a Trail program. So next week, we do welcome our newest team member to help us grow and craft new volunteer experiences. In 2022, after being closed since the beginning of the pandemic, we were able to reopen our city greenhouse to volunteer transplanters for the first time since 2019. And working together as a team, we created volunteer safety protocols to welcome them back, and come back they did. They were able to grow more than 147,000 annual plants and 5,850 native plants for volunteers to take out and beautify our parks, trails, and other public spaces. And again, in 2022, people were ready to get outdoors, and our volunteers stepped up to bring people into our parks. They led tours and bird watching sessions, art in the park, yoga in the park, nature trail running, and more. We again modified Earth Day Trash Bash and hosted Earth Month, bigger and better and stronger than ever, over the entire month of April and into May, unfortunately due to weather. But more than 6,800 volunteers supported the entire city of Des Moines. In 2022, also, when the relocation of our downtown community garden was delayed, we were able to dream up a new temporary food donation program, and volunteers, in exchange for helping maintain the garden, were given space to grow and donate food to our community. Between this space and Franklin Community Garden, over 100 community garden volunteers donated more than 682 hours this season to grow, harvest, and donate more than 1,000 pounds of produce. Special thank you to former Recreation Program Coordinator Mallory Makar for her help with this program. And in 2022, we helped our volunteers remember loved ones they'd lost and celebrate how we are collectively much better together. They brought their love, creativity, and the energy of our community to our trails through art. And we did come together. As summer started, we had more teams reuniting or meeting for the first time in years, or some of them for the first time ever, because they started during the pandemic. It meant so much for our teams to watch them start new friendships and rebuild bonds and relationships. And after 5 amazing years with the help of our volunteers, we were able to wrap up this phase of our Woodland Monument Restoration Project, which the volunteers helped remove dirt and lichens and more from the stones, helping to restore and protect them for years to come. And finally, in 2022, we restarted our Service Enterprise Certification Initiative, which we began pre-pandemic, including finalizing an independent evaluation of our volunteer engagement, which reported that we are ranked nationally as a high-performing organization. I am so proud of our team as they continue to push themselves to grow and do better, growing meaningful community connections to enrich Des Moines' quality of life. And thanks to their resiliency and leadership, our volunteers have continued to return. The number of volunteers was up more than 50% from last year, and the donated hours and value was up more than 34% from 2021. And making a comeback has been fun, something we've all needed. We adapted and we celebrated, we talked and we laughed and we worked. We saw families and friends giving back together, 4,442 of them to be exact. Our volunteers donated more than 28,000 hours of service, valued at more than $903,000. And we were thankful for each and every one of them, and each and every one of you. While we love and deeply appreciate all of our volunteers, I'm incredibly humbled and honored to stand before you this evening to celebrate this year's award winners and their outstanding contributions to the City of Des Moines Parks and Recreation Department. Congratulations to tonight's honorees. Parks maintenance worker Jason Fissel shares 17 years of cemetery operations experience with our volunteers. Fissel's warm smile and inclusive nature has helped him welcome teens to senior citizens and individuals to groups year-round. Volunteers appreciate his hard work, preparedness, and willingness to provide training and assistance when needed. Fissel's cemetery knowledge extends beyond operations and delves into the unique history and stories of our cemeteries and some of the most famous names in Des Moines who are laid to rest within the grounds. He brings his best, engaging volunteers on projects such as the placement and removal of thousands of flags on our veteran stones, cleaning the historical Glendale Abbey, laying wreaths, planting flowers, and more. Over 3 weeks this fall alone, with Fissel's help, more than 100 volunteers cleaned and restored monuments in Woodland Cemetery, donating more than 500 hours of time. His dedication and service to our mission keeps volunteers coming back and is reflected in Fissel and staff consistently receiving praise and high scores on volunteer feedback surveys. For his leadership, please join me in honoring Jason Fissel as our 2022 Volunteer Supervisor of the Year. One second, Ganesh is coming too. And Andrew.
All right. We'll do one here first. 3, 2, 1.
Coach Justin Einerson's philosophy has always been more about the life lessons that come through sports than winning the game. Coach Einerson has been a treasured partner of the Parks and Recreation Department for several years now. Originally, he set off to recruit, organize, and promote the Recreation Youth Basketball League to increase participation throughout the South Side. In his time volunteering, he was able to create specific youth teams representing their schools. And to boost their pride, he even got them official jerseys. As excitement for this new feeder program grew, so did the need for recruiting more volunteer coaches. Once again, Coach Einerson answered the call by finding volunteers within his high school basketball team to serve as coaches. Having the high school players coach and mentor the youth teams was an immediate hit with the youth and their families. His commitment to our community and the youth doesn't stop off the court. Coach Einerson encourages volunteer service within his high school athletes, regularly organizing projects for his team to help keep the South Side beautiful. The athlete volunteers help people with disabilities or senior citizens with minor yard work, and they help remove litter in McCray Park. It's hard for us to gauge the true number of hours that he and his volunteers have donated. Coach said, "It is all about making sure our student athletes stay in school and engaged in their community. We think it is safe to say his investments in our youth basketball program and these student athletes will pay dividends for years to come." For his volunteer leadership, dedication, and unyielding commitment to ensure all Southside kids have the chance to play basketball and become leaders in their community, we present this award to him tonight. Please join us as we honor Coach Justin Einerson with the 2022 Special Volunteer Award. Accepting the award on his behalf is his wife, Britt. Coach Einerson is coaching this evening, but sends his gratitude. Helping present his award this evening are Recreation Manager Janice Steele and Parks and Recreation Supervisor of Athletics, Mike Ball.
And here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Thank you, Brett. Dr. Ronald Mills works hard to make youth basketball free and accessible to children in our community. Coach Mills has been the head coach for the Kings basketball program since 1999. He is dedicated to his players and their families. Through his leadership, players learn the fundamentals of basketball, as well as the importance of good character, a strong work ethic, and sportsmanship, which is seen both on and off the court. Each year, he encourages his teams from different age groups to participate in our youth basketball league. As a Parks and Recreation coach, he continues to share his genuine love of the game with his players who regularly make it to our championship games at Drake University. It has been said that a coach will impact more young people in a year than the average person does in their entire lifetime. Recently, one of his coaches and a former player of his was quoted as saying, "It's bigger than basketball, it's bigger than sports. There's a lot of life lessons that come out of just playing any sport, and I believe I am who I am today because of the sports that I played and the team and the coaching staff that helped me through the way." Coach Mills has had a profound impact on youth and in our community. Players go out of their way to request to be on his team year after year. He is an incredibly patient, passionate, genuine, and kind-hearted person. Helping present his award this evening are Recreation Manager Janice Steele and Parks and Recreation Supervisor Mike Ball. For his outstanding coaching, please join me as we honor Dr. Ronald Mills as the 2022 Volunteer Coach of the Year.
Thank you very much. Please take one step back.
One step back.
There we go.
Sorry.
And ready? 3, 2, 1.
Karen Stiles and Michael Schaefer are dedicated volunteers all throughout Polk County. Their love for the outdoors and the Easter Lake watershed has inspired them to gather friends and neighbors and invite the public to join them as they clean up litter. Together, they are improving the watershed for wildlife and outdoor enthusiasts. They coordinate small groups of volunteers who've logged over 500 hours on foot and in watercraft since the beginning of August, focusing on Ewing Park, Yater Creek, and Easter Lake Park, and have collected over 10,000 pounds of trash. They have realized the power of volunteers and friends and work hard to recognize everyone that helps them at their coordinated cleanups. Whether it is someone getting fishing line and bobbers out of trees, digging trash out of a creek, or helping them collect data and weighing trash, Karen and Michael make sure they are taken care of and appreciated. And as one of the volunteers they coordinated to help with cleanup said, Now, as you travel Yater Creek from Ewing Park to Easter Lake, you see more turtles than trash. Not only have they led volunteers doing litter cleanups, but they are also water quality monitors for Yater Creek. Karen and Michael are thoughtful, passionate, and hardworking volunteers. For their incredible work activating volunteers in the Easter Lake watershed and supporting our Southside parks and the people and the wildlife that use them, we honor them tonight. Helping present their award this evening is Field Coordinator Rachel Hainfield. Please join me in honoring Karen Stiles and Michael Schaefer as our 2022 Friends of the Year. It's fun to have students in the room.
All right, when we're ready, come from here. 3, there we go. 3, 2, 1.
Our mission is helping Des Moines live well, play hard, and protect the earth. And the Friends of Des Moines Parks are committed to supporting us in all that we do. From supporting Earth Month to planting hundreds of trees, providing swim lessons, fundraising to friend-raising, they are for our parks and can be found doing it all. And their most recent commitment in 2022 was no exception.
My name is Sarah Lohmeyer. I am the Executive Director for the Friends of Des Moines Parks, and this evening we are at Pioneer Columbus Recreation Center in Des Moines. I'm getting ready to hand out basketballs to our Des Moines Park and Rec youth basketball registrants.
A few years ago, the city decided to create scholarship programs for youth to participate in all of their youth sports happening. And when they did that, one of the things we recognized and learned was that youth didn't have access to basketballs to practice at home or to continue the sport once they were done in the program. And so
This week we are giving away 980 basketballs to Metro youth, and it's a really wonderful feeling, actually. Yeah, we feel like we're making a big difference. This has been a really awesome program to be a part of, and we're really excited. We hope the kids are too.
making sure everybody has access to these different opportunities and ensuring that youth, no matter their income, are able to participate and learn about the different sports and be able to share those experiences not only with themselves personally participating, but then with their family and friends, or at the local basketball court when they're picking up the game, or wherever they may be in the summer and the winter.
It's to know that they have the equipment they need to, take it home or take it to school and be able to share it with other kids and stay active. Hopefully get a little better at, shooting and dribbling. It's wonderful.
I think it's hopefully giving the community a sense of pride, right? A lot of different donors and individuals came together to make this opportunity happen. And so we are making sure that everybody has access to the different sports balls. Basketball tonight, which is super exciting in conjunction with the Iowa Wolves and Green State Bank. We're just so excited to be working together. And the Friends of Des Moines Parks does this program because every kid does deserve to get a ball.
As a result of our Youth Recreational Scholarship Program in partnership with Des Moines Public Schools, our youth sports programs are experiencing incredible growth, as you've heard here. Our friends knew creating an equitable program needed to be more than removing financial barriers. They knew developing fundamental skills doesn't come from just practice or games, but year-round play at home or in our parks. But getting access to the needed equipment, like balls, can be a barrier. They saw a need and they worked hard to fill it by creating the Every Kid Gets a Ball program, getting a free ball for the sport they are participating in to every kid in our youth sports programs in 2022. Working closely with community partners such as the Des Moines Menace, Kick It Forward, Iowa Cubs, Freeburg and Smith Financial, Pro Iowa, the Iowa Wolves, and Green State Credit Union. This innovative new program allowed the Friends of Des Moines Parks to donate over 2,000 balls. Helping present their award this evening is Recreation Manager Janice Steele and Parks and Recreation Superintendent Laura Murphy. For their creativity, innovation, and leadership, please join me as we honor the Friends of Des Moines Parks as our 2022 Volunteer Group of the Year.
Squishy, squishy.
We can make it work.
Squish.
Tall people in back, shorter people in front. There we go.
That looks great. All right, everyone can see me? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Mid-American Energy Company is dedicated to giving back to the communities they serve through its corporate citizen program by encouraging employee volunteerism and community involvement. Employees have supported our department through a variety of activities over the years. This past year alone, they assisted with removing invasive brush from Grays Lake and Ewing Park and upcycled it into animal food for Blank Park Zoo. Volunteers picked up litter for Cash and Trash Out. They mulched the Claire and Miles Mills Rose Garden, planted trees along the Easter Lake Spine Trail, worked to restore prairies for Earth Day Trash Bash, collected prairie seed by hand, coached youth sports, and helped retire flags at Glendale Cemetery. More than 90 employees volunteered more than 280 hours of time, touching each part of our department and our community. For their efforts helping preserve and honor Des Moines history, beautifying our parks and trails, restoring natural areas to improve ecosystems, mentoring young athletes, and more, we honor them tonight. Helping present their award this evening is Field Coordinator Rachel Hainfield. Please join us in honoring Mid-American Energy as our 2022 Corporate Volunteer Group of the Year. Nice. I like it.
Everybody able? Let's take a couple steps back, everybody. There we go.
Squish, squish.
All right, can everybody see me?
Everybody find a window.
All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Stevens demonstrates outstanding commitment to our municipal cemeteries. Beth's attitude, initiative, and quality of work is exceptional. If there is a cemetery project, you usually can find Beth volunteering at it. She kicked off the year adopting a block to care for in our cemetery. She's helped us pick up decorations, restore monuments, honorably retire flags, and place flags on wreaths of veterans' graves. Prior to retiring from Wellmark, Beth donated around $5,000 in matching corporate contributions to our cemetery projects, in addition to all of her donated volunteer time. She has excellent communication and coordination skills and has helped us recruit volunteers for cemetery projects. Beth is a hard worker and has worked weekends, holidays, and helped us in difficult weather conditions to make sure we get our projects done. For her dedication to our cemeteries and honoring and preserving the memories of those that have gone before us, we honor her this evening. Helping present her award this evening is Cemetery Supervisor Ganesh Gampat. Please join me in honoring Beth Stephen as our 2022 Volunteer of the Year.
All right, and 3, 2, put your mask. And 3, 2, 1, and one more. 3, 2.
Wait. I didn't do a banner. Sorry. I did not do a banner. I should have done. But I think these would be appropriate. And I know that there's a guy that's known for back here. No city resources used to do this.
Let's charge up one set.
We do love Beth.
3, 2, 1. Got you, George.
Congratulations, Beth. Tonight, we honor Bill and Pam Thompson as our Lifetime Achievement Award winners. Bill and Pam are longtime supporters of the Des Moines Parks and Recreation Department, offering significant volunteer and financial contributions to our community. The Thompsons have worked tirelessly to lead the Parks Area Foundation's support of Riverview Parks revitalization. Why are we honoring the both of you? As your son Wade stated, the majority of this work was done by the both of them, so it's hard for me to separate the two. And for us, it was too, because where there is one, you will always find the other. After 57 years of marriage, the only thing greater than Bill and Pam's love for each other may be their love for Riverview Park. For it is here their young love started on their second date at the former amusement park. And out of their passion for this park was born a vision to bring it back better than ever as a new entertainment venue and destination spot in Des Moines. Starting in 2014, Bill and Pam led the initiative to redevelop the former amusement park and Kiwanis Nature Island into a modern concert venue within Riverview Park. They found themselves sharing the park's history and building excitement in our community for years to come. Their energy and advocacy pushed forward the Riverview Park project. They spent countless hours doing community outreach and began collecting and curating information for history panels to capture the legacy of the former amusement park. When they weren't marketing the new park, they were cleaning and caring for it and getting all their friends, family, neighbors, and the public to join in. If they weren't cleaning it, they were building support through the Rendezvous on the Riverview concert series. Proceeds from concessions sold at this free concert helped supply thousands of dollars to fund architectural park plans and supplement grant funding. Despite the long odds, they never gave up. Throughout the 6-year planning project, with Bill's leadership and Pam's organization, they were able to attract donors and raise funds and support a reimagined landmark destination. And their dreams came true when the $3.5 million Riverview Park opened in 2021. The new space included great collaborations, such as an all-inclusive playground. To this day, Bill and Pam continue to help book acts, coordinate concert logistics, and create a more efficient and improved festival program and concert experience. Their love goes beyond the park and into the entire neighborhood. Bill and Pam's work as part of the Parks Area Foundation helped raise money for civic and neighborhood-based betterment projects and promoted historic redevelopment, including countless hours of volunteering every other week for years on end, and coordinating with the city for the park, and working to renovate, restore, and make streetscape improvements in 2 national historic districts in the neighborhood. Bill and Pam have committed themselves to serving the citizens of Des Moines in a variety of different ways. Beyond the Parks Area Foundation, they've been a part of Rouen Grand Prix, Hemmingson Motors Race Team, the Fuse Chamber Board, Home Inc. Board, Parks and Recreation Board, the Central Iowa Blues Society, Knights of Columbus, Des Moines Appraisal Service, Union Park Neighborhood Association, the Thompson Family Foundation, Friends of Des Moines Parks, and have also served on economic and neighborhood development committees, campaigns, and so much more. It's for good reason that the Des Moines City Council renamed a road after this pair. They still can be found in their spare time giving guided tours of the new park and stage for busloads of people. Their dedication and commitment has been invaluable, and their service will leave a lasting legacy on the city of Des Moines. Helping present their award this evening is Assistant Director Jenny Richmond and Deputy Senior Park Planner Lee Wheelock. Please join me in celebrating and honoring Bill and Pam Thompson with our 2022 Lifetime Achievement Award.
It's just Wayne.
Should we?
One more.
Yeah, don't you want a family one?
2, 1. Yeah. One more.
Come on in, wait and check.
Come on.
Sorry. I was in Wisconsin that day.
You're here. It's okay.
So here, 3, 2, 1.
Congratulations. Before we finish, would you like to say a few words?
You know, as mayor of the city of Des Moines, I've got to tell you how proud we are, and I speak for the whole council. You all, and you behind us up here, are the reason why we have such a great park system. And your planning and your thinking that has brought us this far, and the whole goal of having everybody within a park or a trail within a 10-minute walk, and that's everybody in our city. And to achieve those kind of goals, we want everybody to make the kind of commitment that Bill and Pam have made through the years and put 30, 40, 50 years into all the great things that are happening in the city. But it's that kind of work and that kind of commitment that Bill and Pam epitomize that makes this city a great place to live, a great place to work, more exciting, more inviting. As I think about the award and all the work that you guys did up and everybody else did up at Riverview, and remembering sort of those of us that sort of remember it as an entertainment place and roller coasters and you know, all kinds of other stuff. going on up there, and then remembering, flashing forward, and remembering in 2008, when we had a little breach in the levee over there behind the park, and all the work that all the citizens had done to try to not only save that section of the city and that park, and then, when it breached, how sad we all were. But it has been revived, and it's a beautiful, gorgeous place. But that's the kind of effort that it takes, every single place, not only to have it for today, but have our park system for generations to come. So thank you all so much for all the work that you have done and continue to do, and to all of you on the Parks Board, keep it up. Thank you.
Mayor County, thank you. Council members, Chair Woodard, members of the Parks and Recreation Board, honorees, thank you for your continued support and for your volunteer service to our city and our department. A special thank you to our Director, Ben Page, and Assistant Director, Jenny Richmond. And before we end this evening's awards, I want to again give a huge heartfelt thank you to my 2022 volunteer team, Rachel Hainfield and Mallory Makar. I'm incredibly blessed to work in a fun and supportive group. Also, a shout out to Executive Assistant Rebecca Linhart, our administrative team, AKA the A-Team, and the entire Parks and Recreation and City Communications team for their help this evening and throughout the year. We're only able to engage our community to this level because of their passion for Parks and Recreation, and without them, this wouldn't be possible. Once again, we thank our award winners, each of you, and all of our volunteers that have served our city in 2022. Our volunteers continue to be the heart of our community, connecting us together through their service, sharing their diverse skills and talents with us each day. We will leave you tonight with highlights from the past year, and we look forward to an amazing 2023.
Our park system is such a vital part of our community, and it's something that we always need to focus on.
It's because of volunteers and the efforts that the Park and Rec Board do to get people involved. I think it's why we've got such a great park system.
We bring in volunteers mostly from the neighborhood, builds community buy-in and involvement when you have the community and residents from the community help construct part of the project. They take a bit of ownership, they look after it, they protect it, and it just feels more rewarding to them.
Cold day in December here in Iowa, but we have many volunteers showing up to place over 1,000 wreaths on the graves here.
I love it that the fact that the volunteers come out on a very cold day, giving their time to walk the entire grounds of the cemetery to find those veterans' graves to place the wreaths.
excellent feeling just to give back to the community. Volunteers are really, really valuable in helping out, being able to provide a service for people that, especially that need it. It's a big help to the community, and it's something we really enjoy doing.
Thank you.